Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are still working on Love's Labour's Lost, and today we are in what many versions call Act 5, Scene 2, what the folio just calls Act 5, because he didn't break things up into scenes, and we get to hear from Boyet. So, quick little recap. Yesterday we were with the clowns of the show, you know, Holofernes and Armado and Dull and the like. And we learned that Armado considers himself to be a very dear friend of the king, and the king has asked him to provide some sort of entertainment for the ladies, because now that the king and his guys have all decided that it's okay that they're in love with all these women, and they're going to celebrate this love, and just be okay with the fact that they are in love, because Barone gave this beautiful speech, that the best way to woo the ladies is to entertain them. So Armado is like, I've been asked to entertain the king and the ladies, so the clowns all decide that they're going to do a production of the Nine Worthies, even though there's only like 4 of them to do it. So they're doing that, and then we switch over and we are once again with the ladies, who are chatting, and they're like throwing shade at each other, and they're throwing shade in the general direction of the gents who are not there. But we learned that in addition to each lady receiving a letter, she has received some token from the guy who is trying to woo her or court her, be it a necklace, a glove, a ring, a whatever. Each of the women received something different. They each received a different kind of token. And basically they're just sort of laughing like, yeah, these guys are a bunch of idiots, and they should be so lucky as to woo me, and I'm gonna tear them down, and all that sort of thing. And they're being, you know, sort of catty and mean, but I guess that's what Shakespeare thought of women in love. And then Boyet comes in, and he's laughing hysterically, and they're like, what is so funny? And he's like, buckle up, ladies, there's some fun stuff coming your way. And they're like, what? And he's like, under the cool shade of a sycamore, I thought to close mine eyes for some half an hour, when lo to interrupt my purposed rest, toward that shade I might behold addressed the king and his companions. Warily I stole into a neighbor thicket by, and overheard what you shall overhear, that by and by, disguised, they will be here. Their herald is a pretty knavish page, that well by heart hath conned his embassage. Action and accent did they teach him there. Thus must thou speak, and thus thy body bear. And ever and anon they made a doubt presence majestical would put him out. For quoth the king, an angel shalt thou see, yet fear not thou, but speak audaciously. The boy replied, an angel is not evil. I should have feared her had she been a devil. With that, all laughed and clapped him on the shoulder, making the bold wag by their praises bolder. One rubbed his elbow thus and fleered and swore a better speech was never spoke before. Another with his finger and thumb cried, Via, we will do it, come what will come. The third he capered and cried, all goes well. The fourth turned on the toe, and down he fell. With that they all did tumble on the ground with such a zealous laughter so profound, that in this spleen ridiculous appears, to check their folly passion's solemn tears. So Boyet is recounting the story of how the men are going to come to where the ladies are, because remember, from way back in the beginning, the ladies are not actually staying in the court, they're staying like out in the yard in a tent or some such thing, because they're not allowed in the court because of all of the studying and abstinence rules. So the men are going to go out to them in disguise to try to woo them and that sort of a thing, but they're sending a page before them, and it turns out this page is Moth, who has done Armado's page. They're going to be sending him before, and they told him how to stand and what to say, and then the king was like, oh my god, you're about to meet a princess, and that is totally going to mess with your head. And the boy is like, but I'm not afraid of beautiful things. I would be afraid of her if she was a bad thing. And they all just busted out laughing and thought that this was the funniest comment in the world, and Boyet is also laughing at them for laughing at this whole thing. So then the princess is like, yeah, but wait, what? They're all coming here? And Boyet relays that yes, they are all coming there, and they are going to be disguised as Russians, and they're going to try to woo the ladies, and they will know the ladies by the tokens that they have, the glove, the ring, the necklace, all that sort of stuff, by all these gifts that had been given. And they're just going to come out and they're going to play and have fun, and this is going to be part of the courtship dance. So the princess decides that she wants to mess with them right back. So she and the ladies all swap tokens. The princess trades with Rosalind, and then Maria and Catherine trade, and then they decide that they're all going to wear masks, so that when the men show up dressed as Russians and go to court the ladies that they are in love with, they will actually be courting someone else. And the princess admits that she does this really just to mess with them, because they're trying to mess with her and her ladies. So yeah, think of that what you will, make of that what you will. But anyway, then people start to, or the ladies go off to get changed and all that sort of thing, and then Moth comes in with the gentlemen, and we will get more into what happens when the gents arrive tomorrow. I will see you then for that. Mwah.